Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm back today to play with some watercolors. So what we're going to do, I have just some scrap pieces of 140-pound watercolor paper. This is nothing expensive. It's just Hobby Lobby brand, which is fine for me because these I think I will turn into cards, like either journaling cards for a journal, or like this one could go on a greeting card, something like that. This could be a bookmark. I mean, there's a million things you can do. Anyway, feeling sort of the need to do abstract-ish something. And I am just using a 12 flat brush and my watercolors that were gifted to me, and these ones are from Hobby Lobby. You can use whatever kind that you like and whatever kind of paper you like. I was inspired by a lady on Instagram, and for the life of me, even though it comes up in my feed all the time, I can't find her. I looked before starting the video to see if I could find her name because it's really cool what she does. She does sort of abstract type artwork, and then she stitches into it and does kind of mark making on it and stuff like that. And I thought, ooh, that looks like a lot of fun. I think I want to try that. And it's come up in my feed for ages. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get some light. I don't know what's happening. It's a dark, icky, fooey day here, rainy, and for some reason, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but I love what she does, and so I was going to put her name because she inspired me, and for the life of me, I can't find it. But if I find her name, I will list it in the description box below the video, so I can give her credit because this is her thing. So how you guys all doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. I want to say hugs and blessings to Sheila, Heidi, and Lorette. Thank you so much, ladies, for always watching and just your kindness and you know, just nice words, because man, that can really make your day, right? So I think I'm going to start with some kind of gold with some regular brown in it as well. I'm just playing around with colors. This is not going to be anything like real, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying it's not artistic. It is very artistic. It's abstract. It's just different style of art, but it's not my normal, like, a specific thing I'm painting, if you see what I'm saying. I'm just going to kind of do some rectangles and things like that. They don't have to be perfect rectangles, so don't kick yourself if you're not getting, like, you know, perfect edges. It's really hard to do with a paintbrush. And I'm just mixing up whatever color strikes me, basically. I didn't have a specific plan in mind. Probably should have, but I didn't. I just think this is just a really fun thing to do. Just find, like, colors that you like and make some squares and things on paper. And don't worry about negative space, like the space between there, because we're going to do a little doodling or mark making, whatever you want to call it. I do find it easiest to do sort of square-ish shapes, obviously using a flat brush rather than the round. But use whatever works best for you. So what are you guys all up to? Anything exciting? I am doing this because I just couldn't think of, well, I love this. Like I said, I've been seeing her stuff for a while and really liking it. But also I don't know, kind of got in a rut and couldn't think of something I wanted to paint. So I thought about leaves again because the leaves are falling in our backyard. And I picked up a few the other day and I'm like, I just did leaves. So then I don't know what to do. You know, y'all know how it goes. I just added a little other color there, but not necessarily totally on purpose, but that's okay. It just gives it a little something there. Maybe we'll go all the way up this side. And I'm doing wet on dry. I think that's the easiest, because unless you want these to like bleed into each other, it would be hard to do it any other way, I feel like. I just got it wet again because I want to get this to move a little more. Move some of that color around. And as you can see, I'm using fall colors. You could do whatever you like. You could do some Christmas colors, would be fun. Just a fun little kind of a exercise, if you want to call it, like, you know, a warming up thing, or a something like that, I feel like. Getting some green. And I know it's hard because you can't see what I'm doing with the paints, but I just don't have enough room for all the things right here, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I was kind of bummed that it was a rainy, cloudy sort of day. I mean, you know, we can always, of course, use the water. I just hope we do get a little rain out of it rather than just cloudy and icky. And yes, the leaves are falling. That is the only thing I don't like about fall. I don't love cleaning up leaves. Because it just seems like a never-ending project, and every time you think you got them all, then the wind blows or something, and you have to go back out and rake some more. And we have our own trees in our backyard, but then we back up to like a common area in our neighborhood. And, you know, they come and clean up the leaves out in the common area, but whatever obviously blows into our yard, that's a different story. And the trees are enormous out there. So, yeah. Sometimes it can be a bit much, I must say. They are beautiful, though. Although our tree in the back is a birch, and normally the leaves are like a super bright yellow, like just very vivid and bright. And this year they're kind of, I don't know, like a darker sort of a color than normal, and a lot of brown in them. And I'm kind of worried that there's something wrong with the tree. And it's weird because we got a lot of water last year and everything, so it's not just like they're dry or, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'm not a botanist or anything like that, so I'm not really sure what the issue is, but it makes me kind of sad because I do like those trees very much. I love them in the fall when they're all really vivid yellow. Sorry, I'm just trying to think how I want to do this. Maybe we'll do a long one this way, I guess. Skinnier than the other one above it. It doesn't matter. There's no rhyme or reason, really. I mean, you don't have to do anything in particular. You could do some circles, too, if you wanted to. I just know I probably couldn't paint one if I tried. Okay, and I'm kind of adding some sort of iridescent color, gold or copper or whatever, to most of these so that they have a little bit of that glittery look. That one didn't end up with very much. Maybe we should add a little bit more to that one. I kind of like these metallics. That's what the word is. That's the word. I do want another green. So is it cooling down? Or, well, some people are going in, like in Australia, you guys are going into spring. Maybe I just need to go to like Australia and then the United States, and Australia and the United States, you know, throughout the year. and just skip winter entirely. Yeah, if only I could afford to do that, right? That's really the only one I'd like to skip entirely. I do like the other seasons. Sometimes the summer is a little much, but I can tolerate it. Winter is eesh, painful. Painful is what winter is. For me, anyway. I know some people love it. My son does like the cold quite a bit. That is the thing he likes about where he is right now. It gets much more snow and things like that in the winter than we do. Just added a few little different greens in there. Oh, you know what would be probably good is kind of some yellow, huh? Like golden type. Bad with yellow. I forget to use yellow, but there's this real yellow gold in this watercolor set, and it looks nice. I'm not sure what I got in it, but that's what I need is a paper towel, huh? Looks like I got little either brush hairs or cat hairs, something. Not sure how. They're tiny, probably brush hairs. I think it was a little bit in that paint. Like this is almost the color that the leaves normally are on our birch tree. But this year they're not so happy color-wise. Here I had grandiose thoughts that I would get so many done. I'm going to be lucky to get one done here. I do like the cooler weather that we're having right now because it gets in the 70s at least. It's been getting actually the last few days up in the 80s, but I love the 70s. Like it could just stay that way all year and I would be like, yes. I know, I think I've said that a million times, but it's true. It's a fact. It's a fact. I didn't plan this very well, did I? It's just lovely when you can open the windows. Get that nice cooler air in and all. It's beautiful. Okay, oh, that color again, huh? Yeah, that would be good. What did I mix that with? I don't even remember. Oh, not that. Well, it's going to be a little bit different. Well, it's not a perfect world, right? It's close. I'll put another yellow one over on that other side. A long yellow one. Oops, that brush is not rinsed. use a paper towel. That yellow paint has something on top. It looks like it got some black paint on it. Well, I think the lady on Instagram does a much better job, but that's okay. I'm trying. I'm probably really boring you guys today with this, and I don't even have anything exciting to talk about. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to get that dry, and then I'll come back and tell you what else we're going to do to it. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got some embroidery floss, and you're probably shocked because it's orange. That is not the norm for me. And what I'm going to do, I think, is take one of these leaves. Or maybe do I want that one? That would be kind of cool. I don't know how well I can stitch all this, people, but I'm gonna try. I'm really just going kind of around it, if you see what I'm saying. I am not an embroiderer. I'm really a crafter. Really not an expert at any of it. Just love to play around and see what we get, because it's fun. And I probably shouldn't draw this very hard. I should probably go super light, because what we're going to do is poke holes where we will use the embroidery floss. And I don't know if I want to do the lines or not. I think it might be too much. I probably should have gone with a simple leaf like that, since I've never done this before. But, you know, why do that? Why make it simple? And then what you do is poke holes. Let me grab. And I'm going to use the full thickness of the embroidery floss to see it really well. Use that giant needle. I usually use that for doing journals, but I'm just going to use it for this. So I'm assuming what you do is you just poke the holes, and then, you know, you go through and run your stitches through. So can you guys see it all, the holes? So just following the design. I'm not sure how this is going to come out, you guys. Maybe a disaster. And you'll never see this video. Something different though, right? I mean, if you could get it to work well, it could be super cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and continue poking all my holes in my leaf, and I'm going to do the embroidery floss as well, because those things are like watching paint dry. So what I'm going to do is go down and up and down and up. You know, I'm just going to stitch it just like you do anything you sew. And then I'll come back and we'll do the mark making. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And what I will say about this is choose a simple leaf, like maybe just a simple shape, because it's really hard to tell what that is, in my opinion. So, I mean, I could add more to it, and I may end up doing that, but yeah, I would say choose more simply than I did, because it's just really hard to get that look right. Maybe if I put some veins in it, I don't know. But for now, we're going to just kind of go and do some funny little doodles. As you know, I have shaky hands, and so a lot of times it's hard for me to do real straight stuff. So we're just going to do some simple doodles like that, but you could, of course, get as elaborate as you want, or also do it as simply as you want to. I just think it's kind of a fun little thing to do, and it makes kind of a neat like background or something different for our journals. I don't know. You could do some stamping, which I think we'll probably do. But for now, we'll do a few more doodles. So yeah, it's very tricky to get that stitching thing to look like anything. That is what I have discovered. And like I said, I think if you went back and got, you know, went over it again to fill in those spaces, because I went down, up, rather than, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of stitch, because I'm not very good at that. I'm sure some of you would know how to do it to make it look right. What do I want to do? I definitely think that adds a lot by doing the marks and things. And you could even just kind of go around the boxes sort of haphazardly and see what you get. But yeah, I definitely like the stitching on there. I just think it takes some practice to figure out how to make it look right. And if you do embroidery, you probably have some ideas on how to make that look better. I don't have a lot of experience with that. But I mean, it's fine. I just would like to be able to tell a little bit better what the heck it is. Such weird weather we are having, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, not really. It's just getting to be that fall thing. I just got a report from my niece. She went to the doctor and is doing fantastic. The baby has plenty of fluid to develop his lungs. It's really, honestly, a miracle. So, I mean, I don't want to get too excited because they got a long way to go, but I thank you guys again. I so appreciate your prayers and just kindness, because I was a real wreck last week with the whole thing. So I thank you very much. Okay, just some little doodles, and like I said, I think I'm going to add some stamping. But you could stop there if you were wanting to. Yeah, I wish that was a little more clear. That is just a very difficult. I'm not sure how you do that and make it look right. I wish I could remember the lady's name. Oh, you know what would be kind of cute is maybe a mushroom. Just like a singular mushroom. Gotta unpeel all the 8 million other stamps I have on there first. I don't know. I'm just winging it today. But you guys are always so awesome about that, and I thank you so much. A lot of you say you like it when I wing it. Sometimes it does. It works out pretty cool. Other times, don't know, but it's okay. This is how we grow in what we do. Yeah, I like the mushroom. It's cute. Let's do another smaller one, this little fat one. Yep. I do like those. A different take on fall from what we have been doing. So there it is. I think I almost like the stamping better than the stitching, but I do like the idea of stitching. So maybe what I would do if I did it again is maybe do some cross stitching somewhere and stamp a leaf or something like that. But I wanted you guys to see it just so that you get an idea of what might be a better way or you know, of going about it. And I think that would be it, to do maybe some stamping with mushrooms or leaves or whatever, and then do some cross stitching. I think that would be pretty cool. So anyway, very fun. Very, very, very fun. I had a lot of fun doing the stitching. It reminded me of when I was teaching preschool, we would have the kids, you know, do laced cards and things like that, just because it's a good hand-eye coordination skill for kids. But anyways, that's what it reminded me of, is doing that stuff with my kids and with the kids at the preschool. So I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you give something like it a try, and I will chat again with you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.